Hey guys, I'm just out here on my balcony enjoying a little bit of time before the sun sets. But I wanted to cover something really special today. A huge disagreement I have with a major money wisdom counselor guy, Dave Ramsey. Many of you guys have probably heard of Dave Ramsey before. He's a very, very famous financial planner, and he helps people get out of debt, right? And his big thing is being completely debt free. Now, I understand there can be moral convictions with debt, and so I do not want to disagree with moral convictions, but I do want to say, at least from a financial standpoint, an investing standpoint, debt can be a huge benefit. A huge benefit, and that's what we're going to get in today. We're going to talk a little bit about good debt and bad debt. And yes, there is good debt. Okay, so yes, I mentioned good debt and bad debt. Now, I will qualify this. If you are a person who has a really bad spending problem, debt can be like your kryptonite. And maybe you just really need to kill that habit. Having a credit card can be a horrible, horrible thing for somebody who has a spending problem. So I'm not saying this is for everybody, but I would also similarly say that Dave Ramsey's strategy is also not for everybody. People who are self-controlled, disciplined, and do not have as much of a spending problem can actually use debt to advance their equity and grow their portfolio and invest better and faster. So when I talk about bad debt, what am I talking about? Bad debt, I'm primarily talking about credit cards. Things that have high interest. You do not want to carry this bad debt, all right? So anything that you're not getting benefit from the money from, and it's a high interest, is bad debt, right? You do not want to carry that kind of debt. So now, I'm not saying don't use credit cards. That's another video for another time. But what I'm saying is carrying a balance on them is very, very bad. Now, what do I mean by good debt then? Well, good debt could be something like a student loan, all right? Now, if you don't have to pay a student loan, that's much better than going to debt. But if you need an education or you need it for your career, get a student loan. It could be an okay kind of debt, right? And usually they're a little bit lower on the percentage rate, interest rate. But even better than something like that is something like a mortgage, all right? A mortgage is something that allows you to really leverage the bank's equity so that you can keep more of your money free. Now, this gets really fun when you get into real estate investing. Real estate investing allows you to leverage the bank's money so that you get your money back, or you get more of your money back, and you can keep investing faster, all right? Now this compounds. This is where it gets really, really good. Right now, I just got quoted for a mortgage rate at 3.75%. 3.75% on a 30-year mortgage. That is pennies, all right? If you have a decent real estate investment, rental property or something like that, you can easily be making 15 to 20% on your money, right? Now, I'm talking about on your money. We'll kind of get into that in a real estate investing video, but particularly if you have a mortgage, it allows you to leverage the bank's money, and you get more freedom with your money to keep investing and growing your money, all right? Now, there are other forms of this, good debt and bad debt, but the main thing I wanted to say is kind of shake this paradigm of debt is always bad. Dave Ramsey hates debt, and is all about getting all debt out of your life. I think he's sometimes a little more okay on your personal home mortgage. But I would say, man, debt can be a super huge help in leveraging your money so that you can make more money faster. Let me give another quick example just to show how good debt can be very beneficial. So theoretically, when you get a mortgage, let's use a real estate investing idea. Like you got a rental property, a single family home, and let's say your mortgage, let's say it's 4%, right? So theoretically, your interest that you're paying is about 4% of the principal or the total amount per year. That's about what it is, all right? Now, 4%, do you think you can make more than 4% in the stock market on any given year? Yeah, right? And if you guys know me, you know I'm not a big, just put it into an ETF and let it sit or sit in a mutual fund forever. Those things can easily average 10 to 12% a year. So just if you put your money into a mutual fund, let's say, or an ETF like SPY, you're gonna probably make about 10 to 12% a year. What's the difference between, let's say, 10% and 4%? 6%. So here's where the leverage works for you in your favor. In your rental property, you get a high amount of cash flow, right? You're only having to pay 4% for that money that you're borrowing. So if you could afford the whole thing, let's say instead of having a $100,000 home that you've paid all the money for, you now only have to put in about $20,000 for a rental property, right? With that $80,000 extra, you can make net about 6% if you're making 10% annually, right? So you're making money with that money and letting the bank take the risk and use their own money in your place. And so you end up benefiting both by getting cash still from your rental property, but then also you free up your money to continue to invest and make more money. That is what good debt looks like. Now, there are other kinds of good debt. It's not just mortgages, but I don't need to go into all those details. We'll do another video that compares and contrasts good debt and bad debt and where things fall. And honestly, sometimes it depends on your situation. Sometimes it depends on the opportunities you have. But I just wanted to put this out showing, hey, what Dave Ramsey says about debt is not true for everyone in all cases. Now, again, I want to make sure you guys hear me clearly. If you have a spending problem, don't take this and run with this. All right, some of you guys are going to go out and get 5 credit cards and max them all out tomorrow. I'm not saying that. I'm just trying to break this paradigm that debt is bad, because debt can be really good. So I hope this helps you guys. Just another quick video from Millennial Money and Investing. I'm Brady, and I'll catch you guys next time. See ya.